Okay, so today's topic would be about today's culture, the culture nowadays which we see in the public, and that which is the other type of culture which is actually true love, like how you read those classic novels of Jane Austen or maybe some other classic novels which are focusing totally about love, about relationships, about true love. So if you see these days, like people nowadays have a lot of options to choose from. So during the times when we lived in our grandpa or grandma generations, they used to have this thing that back then, that whenever something was broken, we used to fix it, or whenever something was needed effort, we gave an effort. Nowadays we have got so much of options. Like, I'm not talking about myself and my person, but I'm talking about I'm talking about in general, because we are not like that. But there are other people who are like, okay, so this relationship needs a lot of effort, so I don't want to go forward with it. Or when the problem arises, people just go away. So that's not how love and relationships should be, and that's why we see so much of high rates of divorces and breakups and all that kind of stuff. So basically, people think that it's very easy if I could just leave from one relationship to another relationship. And especially, I've even seen some of the celebrities, like I don't want to name them, some of the celebrities, some of the influencers on Instagram or any other social media, wherein they are normally talking about, okay, so it's fine, so a man goes and have multiple children with multiple partners without being married, and then there are women who are like, okay, so this person has actually left my life, so why should I stand with God to save my marriage, to save my relationship? They don't want to, because so I was one of those people wherein even when I had extreme 3D circumstances, like, and when I say 3D circumstance, where I basically mean the current reality, I've seen so much of worse. Like, I am one of the person who blends manifestation and prayer and God, because we are actually seeking the divine. Whenever we are putting in intentions, we are surrendering the process and the God to the higher power. But when I talk about this particular thing, so I've seen extreme current reality with my person, and I never wanted to give up on that. So because I knew that this is my person, this is my husband. So if you are one of those people, then my channel is for you, first thing. And then at that point of time, I started to build myself and my self concept, which was totally based on how to make a lasting relationship. Because I come from a family wherein I didn't see much of an example of strong marriage, especially with my mom and dad. With others, there was not such a thing. So I really had to learn what is required to make a relationship or a marriage last, because I wanted to stand for marriage. I didn't want people to tell me that, you should stand for this or you should not be standing for this. They saw the 3D circumstance and they said that you're just wasting your time. But I didn't think, because my God told me that I promise you that this person would be your husband. So that's how it is. So let us take a look on some of the verses of the said by God, which proves what marriage basically is. So marriage is a covenant, not a contract. So if you have seen so many people, they come into a marriage for 2-3 years, or they come into a relationship for 2-3 years and they end it. So marriage is not something, or relationship is not a something which is only about feelings and feelings. Feelings means, like, feelings can be good, feelings can be bad. So feelings is not about okay, so today I like my partner, I'm in a very good mood. Tomorrow I'm not in a good mood, I don't want to be around this person and I want to divorce this person. So that's not marriage, that's not a covenant. That's a fleeting feeling which goes from here and there. So that's something which you should focus on. So there's a verse in Bible which says in Malachi 2:14, the Lord is the witness between you and the wife of your youth. You have been unfaithful to her, though she is your partner, the wife of your marriage convent. So in today's culture, you will see that many people see marriage as a form of contract. So it's easy to break and it's based on some convenience. And as soon as the convenience ends, or as soon as things get a little difficult, they would end it. So that's what I've seen. And that's not what marriage truly is. Marriage is not about lust. Marriage is not about fleeting feelings which comes and goes. Marriage or love is a choice wherein I continue to stay with this person no matter what happens with me. So that's how it is. A covenant is unbreakable. It's about a lifelong commitment, trust in a spiritual unity. So you can speak about how you love your partner and how you actually want to see the changes. Maybe just note it down somewhere and surrender it to God, because that is what is required. So I will be telling you ways how to improve the relationship or the marriage. So I want you to focus on that. Now the second part. When we talk about marriage, or when we talk about our partners, or when we talk about relationships and love, true love, basically the motive is to love the other person like Christ loves us, or how God loves us. Like we might commit hundreds of mistakes, but He doesn't abandon us. He doesn't say that, okay, this is the last chance, after this I'll leave. See, modern day marriage or modern day relationships have become like that, but that's not something we should normalize, something we should standardize. That's not a benchmark. So there's a verse in Bible which says that husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave Himself up for her. So it's the responsibility of a husband to protect his wife, and it's the responsibility of the wife to nourish the husband. Like, I'm just talking about a husband-wife thing, but basically it's the male and the female, or the masculine and the feminine energy I'm talking about. So marriage is designed to reflect the love between Christ and the church. You can call Christ and you can call God, whoever you believe in. Then this means that sacrificial love is very much important. You cannot just do something for convenience and all of this thing. Okay, so that means sacrificial love is not selfish love. So it's not something which comes today and goes away tomorrow. So it's not like that. So for husbands, it's about serving and cherishing their wives. For wife, it's about honoring and supporting their husbands. So that's how unconditional love should be like. And when you are in a relationship, especially if you want a long-term relationship, you need to be able to forgive this person no matter how difficult it is. You need to find a way to forgive this person. Otherwise, there's no reason wanting that person without forgiving them. So there are people nowadays who feel like it's a very good thing to not be forgiving. They want you to be cold, but Jesus taught us that no matter how many times you need to forgive your neighbors, or you need to forgive the people you love, you have to forgive them 77 times 77. So it's like 7 to the power 77, which means infinite. So you have to be able to do it, because we commit so many mistakes. Doesn't God forgive us? So if God can forgive us, why can't you forgive your partner? So third is building the rock as the foundation. So this is one of the verse which was about which is stated in Matthew 7:24, which says, "Therefore everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who builds his house on the rock." So no matter what book you're following, whether you're following Gita or whether you're following Bible, the main purpose of this book, of these sacred books, is to give you the direction, like this is the right way and this is the wrong way. So that's how it is. So once you like when you apply these kinds of principles in your life for your relationship to strengthen, it becomes eternally very strong. And there's also a verse, like I do not remember the verse exactly, but it says something like husbands and wives, or masculine and the feminine, they are servants of each other. When I mean servant, we don't mean slavery. What I mean is servants means I serve you, you serve me. So that's how it should be. It cannot be one-way serving, or it cannot be some sort of convenience. It's like really loving each other, unconditionally loving each other, thinking about the other person just as you think about yourself. So it's like that. So marriage built on human effort alone can collapse under trials, but when Christ is the foundation, storms may come, but the marriage stands strong. So that's how you should be putting God into the center of this marriage, so that it is strong forever. Then there's also one more verse which says about becoming one flesh. So this is stated in Genesis 2:24 that is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. Becoming one flesh is not about physical intimacy, it's about the unity of spirit, emotions, finances, goals, and faith. So you should be becoming one unit. You should not be like, okay, so this person might be my wife, but then she's another person. I do not have to take responsibility so much like for her, or vice versa. So it isn't like that. It's like becoming one flesh. So actually loving each other. So I learned all of these things when I was actually praying for my person, manifesting my person in a way that we end up marrying each other, and a lot of things has improved ever since I was in that journey. So I learned a lot of these things when I was in this journey, and that's the reason I thought to share with you guys. Okay, so the next point, forgiveness and grace in marriage. So there's this verse which says, bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. So no marriage is without conflict, you all know that. But God calls couples to forgive as He forgave us, completely and without holding grudges. So you can talk about how like things affect you to each other, so that you're able to come to some kind of resolution, because that's the purpose. I mean, you cannot sit with some problem which has happened some 3-4 years back and you're still grudging about it. That's where the problem arises, right? So yeah. And the last point, in Matthew 18:20, for where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am with you. So when you are praying together for your relationship, you are basically developing intimacy, not just in the physical terms, like how should I explain this? So it's like, when you're praying to God with each other, there's some sort of intimacy which is like, you guys believe in each other, you guys believe in the same God, you guys believe in the same principles. That's very important. So, and eventually I have seen that, like if your partner practices something, the other person also gives that support, that yes, you practice it and I love you, so I also blend with it. And that's something which happens very naturally, because I've seen my partner doing that. So I think it's a universal thing. So I hope this video helps you to strengthen your relationship, because that's how I strengthen mine, and everything is possible in the name of God. Thank you.